Void of Vision have released a recent song called Hell, Hell, Hell. Intriguing title. And I'm excited to hear it for the very first time right now. Here we go. And go. There's fire. That sounds appropriate. Synthy sounds. Let's go. Repeated vocal melody and rhythm there. We're building. That's an electronic dance vibe. Oh my god, what the fuck? Full on drum and bass. Pendulum vibes. Got a bit of intensity, but it's not super heavy. Guitars are low in the mix. Digital drum hits. Interesting vocal delivery there. Sort of sung, sort of spoken word. Getting slight young blood vibes. Love the way he's delivered this vocal here. I wonder if the drummer is doing a performance on a trigger pad for the recording, or whether it's all programmed. Couple of some synth layers in this. Slamming on that keyboard thing there. Great mumbles. Production of the vocals changed a bit there. Energy going up. Oh! Lots of gaps in that rhythm. Still digital drums, right? It's really interesting. Let's hook it into me a bit more now. Really interesting choices in this. Okay. And there's a fire that needs putting out somewhere. It looks like it's just credits to the end, so I'm going to hit pause there. Well, that was interesting. So the last EP that they came out with, they introduced more of this kind of like electronic music to their sounds. And I thought it was great. I thought the balance of that was fantastic because it was still heavy. It was still a fucking rocky metal band. But it had these additional layers which elevated it a little bit. What's interesting about that one is they seem to go more in that direction. So it's more digital, electronic, synthy sounds. The drums themselves were not like acoustic drum recordings, just as is. They were very specific samples played again and again. Either they were, you know, maybe in the recording studio he played on the acoustic drums and they used the hits to then layer over samples to give it that thing. Or maybe they just programmed it, because you could do that. It was very precise. Or maybe he was playing on a trigger pad to hit those samples. Not sure. But the overall effect is, it feels less like the band that they were and more like an heavy-ish scream vocal, intense electronic group. which isn't entirely, for the most part, not my preference. I really like live kind of bands and musicians building things together like that. You can have synthetic layers and digital elements for sure, but the whole thing, other than, obviously there's some guitars in there as well, but even the guitars were kind of low in the mix. It didn't have as much, tons of layering of guitars and things to give that big, massive rock sound. It was it left space within it, so the vocals could kind of shine at what they were doing. And the kind of percussive digital groove was kind of highlighted in there, and some interesting synthy, effects. And it was cool. I liked it. I definitely liked that overall. It was solid, and there's a lot about that I like because I like Void Division. I like his vocal styling, and there was a lot of that in there, which I really appreciated. But I would, with my own personal preferences, I would have loved. I think you can make that kind of a sound with an acoustic drum kit, add some production, add some trigger pads and whatever to that as well. But for me, it might have been more effective if you make that same song with a little bit more of the kind of acoustic, original band member input elements of it. That's me. I mean, maybe some more guitar layers in there to really beef up the choruses. But that's fine. It's their prerogative. They wanted to write a song like that, and it's cool. I wonder what that's going to be like live. What are they going to, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that live. They may not even want to play that live. Who knows? But it was cool, man. I like the Void Division song. I like what they're doing. It's dark and intense. And, it's good. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what your take on that was. If you're a Void Division fan, is that something that you loved, the differences they did there? Or if this is the first time you've heard them, what do you think overall? Yeah, that's about it for that one. Hopefully you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, if you want to see more from me, feel free. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll see you in another video.